One of the best things about Matthew, his kindness to everyone.
He's such a kind-hearted person. He's so caring and so supportive, generous towards people he loves.
It's his ambition and drive that is quite infectious, and it really kind of rubs off on you.
I would see him somewhere in Rio de Janeiro, wearing flip-flops, not having like a care in the world about anything.
He works so hard, and that's why you see him, you know, traveling the world, and it's his business, but it's also his passions.
La passion de Mathieu et son travail, c'est quelque chose d'assez fort.
Matthew è molto sincero.
He always seems to know what's going to happen before it happens.
Everyone would be angry or sad, and like Matthew would just come in with this massive smile on his face, and you know, it just lights the room up basically. So like he has that sense of charisma that, you know, not everyone has.
Matthew per me è anche ispirazione, lui ci lavora tantissimo, ci mette tanto impegno, è sempre professionale.
Is able to create a flawless classical men's style, but using today's fashion.
It's impossible not to notice how elegant he is, not only when it comes to style, but in manners, which is something that I adore about men like him, being a gentleman.
I'm Matthew Zorpas, I'm a Greek Cypriot, and I'm an influencer. I think I'm somebody that wants to do everything to the maximum, and I can say, okay, I done that, I completed that, I accomplished that.
Matthew's been quite a pioneer. I remember when he started the blog, was you know, like one of the first ones, especially getting on this dapper gentleman type of category. There were not many others fashion bloggers doing that. It was mainly mainstream fashion.
I don't think I've ever met anybody who's more passionate about their work, if I'm honest. I think anybody that is going to build a brand from scratch that's themselves can only do that if they are full of passion and have that kind of real drive and ambition to succeed. So I'd say he is one of the most passionate people I've ever worked with.
So it started almost 6 years ago. I was actually coming out from a bad experience when I was collaborating with another blogger, and I was a contributor to that platform. And one day I woke up and all my content was actually deleted. And after the advice of Diane Pernette in the same morning, I kind of became the gentleman blogger the next day. This is how we actually take one single Instagram shot.
Why the light change in your last shot? Because I was cutting the light with my hand.
What I started doing 6 years ago was really groundbreaking for the industry. There were people doing it longer than me, but the level that I started it and what I demanded from the industry was really ahead of what the industry was ready to kind of take. They didn't know what it is or they couldn't understand. That was a tough thing. So probably the first 3 years was really difficult to get brands to follow you, to get brands to support you financially for different travels or experiences. Lots of people just shut the doors and they had other priorities. In the last probably 3 years, I would say I'm much more confident, I'm much more free. I have this freedom with the brands that really few people manage to have that in such a short time. So I'm respected as a very important or a very credible influencer. An influencer is everywhere. The importance of the influencer is the now, so there is no planning. You need to report on the now because everything else moves so fast around you. So it is important to be present at that moment. So if I take a picture, then I'm there and the audience knows that I'm there.
See if I've got another bow tie. That's good, that's good.
I mean, it shouldn't be too loose. It could be tight if you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, but not too loose.
I remember one time in one of the fashion shows in London, I was sitting front row and next to me was an editor-in-chief of one magazine and the other side another editor-in-chief of another magazine. Them asking me, oh, who are you and why are you sitting next to us? And that was kind of like a very direct question to ask at a fashion show. And then I'm like, oh, I'm behind the gentleman blogger. And they were questioning, so how do you make money? Why are you here? And that was a bit shocking at that moment.
Ok, non è una domanda semplice perché in questo mondo non sai mai, sei così talmente tanto coinvolto a livello personale che non sai quanta è la passione per il lavoro e quanta è la passione della persona. Nel caso specifico di Matthew è la sua vita, lui non c'è differenza da quanto è passione la sua vita e quanto è passione il suo lavoro. E lui vive per le sue passioni, vive per le sue idee, lavora per le sue passioni e lavora per le sue idee, e questo è un plus nel suo lavoro e a livello personale che lo rende unico.
Florence.
I think everybody wants to be in a perfect world. Everybody wants to kind of escape of all of their problems and being in this dreamy resort somewhere in the world, eat great food and enjoy all the good things in life. Just like everybody else, I would love to be in that world as well. I'm creating that to inspire other people through my platforms, but I also want to be part of that as well. I have the same wish to belong to this perfect bubble also, but I'm still an outsider because I'm just shooting it from the outside. I'm taking my phone to take a picture of that beautiful sunset that I'm seeing. The immediate thought that would go in my head would be, who am I taking this picture for? Am I taking it for myself, for a personal use? Or am I taking it because I'm gonna post it and it looks beautiful and people will like it? There's no longer a time frame of being an influencer. If I'm at a dinner, I need to be an influencer. If I'm relaxing in a resort, I get to be the influencer. I'm gonna go grab a beer, dress down with my baseball hat, and then I'm in the middle of nowhere. And then I would get somebody, oh my God, are you Matthew? Can we take a picture with you? And I would say yes. So there is an expectation.
Brooks Brothers just commented standing. Yeah, they're having a show in 4 minutes, but they commented. Oh wow, look at the scene. Where is he there?
I think what I'm expecting in the last 5 years is that love that I felt as a teenager. I think my teenager years, I've fallen in love, and hard in love. I had probably 3 very big relationships in my life, and all 3 of them was love at the first sight. It hasn't happened for the last 5 years.
Last dinner in Florence, and we are done.
Attention please, this is the final call for Korean Air flight 9.
This gray is fine. The diesel black and gold, it's fine. Cameras take something out of you that people don't really understand, so you really need time away from it to recover and kind of find again your center point. There's things that people expect you to do or the industry expects you to do, and there are things that are personal to me, so I will never talk about my personal relationships. I will never talk about my love life. I don't want people to focus on it. Sir, do you know where the diesel headquarters are?
Yeah, I have it on the navigation.
No, the diesel one, the one after.
So no.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, you should wear it.
Yeah?
You deserve it.
Cute! Daddy, we're showing skiing now. It's the thing.
Yeah, the cameras are okay, but I'm not.
Ready? I hate brown and black. I like it. Love it. I'm loving it. Third fitting done. This square done. This square done. Tasha.
The evening show and
I think it's just for the look.
I have 5 minutes. Perfect. We check number 9. Number 9.
I don't think work is... No, it does. Work is blocking love. It's blocking it because of the intensity of it. And I'm hoping that I will find love and I will find someone that understands this intensity and I can balance things out. And that's the ideal world. If not, I would probably need to make the choice. And then that's where my other answer comes in. That I will choose work instead of love. So that's sad, no?
Penso che Matthew abbia un problema, che sia un workaholico, e perché questa sua passione per il lavoro sia proprio 24/7, cioè non stacca mai, e proprio perché è una cosa che quello che vedi nel suo blog è veramente la sua vita, e quindi è una passione che si percepisce, che si sente conoscendolo, leggendo le sue storie e soprattutto entrando in relazione con lui, perché proprio si vede l'amore e la passione per il dettaglio, per costruire qualcosa che è bello, che abbia un senso e che possa raccontare una storia alle persone. Quindi questo penso sia esatto, un sano essere workaholico.
What is it not? How are you? I have a little fitting. I didn't fit it in yesterday, so I need to go to the fitting quick. And then Dolce, at the store. Yeah, I know. We need to know how many people are in there.
Milan is impressive because they have these amazing venues. So if you do a show in Milan, it will be a show. People are investing to this experience that people we have within this space, within those 15 minutes, and you can feel that energy.
Look at your kids with your vintage music coming through satellites while cruising. You're part of the past, but now you're the future. Signals crossing can get confusing.
Do we have any idea where the car will be? This was fun. We love you. We'll leave you now.
Bye.
Toodles.
Bye, guys.
I find it surprising that those people that they used to kind of, I will not use the word threatening us, probably challenging us, challenging our value. These days, they themselves becoming or try to become an influencer. So now it's not about the story that they write, but it's about who is writing the story. So journalists, we get paid because it's him writing the story, and it's not about the content of the story and the publication that you're writing it for. Now it's about who is writing it. I think what people don't see is the work that goes behind it. So it's a lot of physical work, creative work. It takes a lot from you, the camera does. It sounds like, like people think that, okay, sure, you work for 5 minutes and it's done, and it's finished. It's not. It's the whole process of your brain that you need to recreate yourself in 5 minutes and capture that on camera and post it live within those 5 minutes. And then is the whole buzz around it. So people want to see the happy you, people want to see you enjoying everything, and it's one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. There's a beauty into it. There's a sadness into it when it finishes as well.
I think culture is one of those things that evolves organically. And the internet and influencers such as Matthew has actually taught us one thing, that there is not one definition, there is not one way of doing things. But Matthew's voice and ways of actually doing it is actually merging the past and the future through a contemporary voice that men around the world want to connect with one voice, which is authenticity, class, and free attitude.
Fashion is not art. It has been in the really past, yeah, but art fashion houses, they're all dead. They didn't manage to commercialize themselves, and they all dying. All of these editorials and artistic editorials, it connects to me, but it does not connect to the masses. It does not connect to people outside of fashion. It does not connect to people outside of art. These people want to see something real. They don't watch a fashion show. They don't understand any fashion photographer. They don't understand the references that they are behind in that magazine. It's a stranger to them.
I need some more. Okay, whatever you want.
What shall we do? Drama. I need the drama one.
To treno?
Oj, kad ti takta.
Da se donja? Eci spata manamu! He's answering me.
Hello. Fashionably late.
Okay. We do this cow thing, no?
Stop trying to do it. Cheers, guys.
Coaches 1 to 3.
We ask you to have your passports ready for inspection and your luggage close to hand.
I'm a person that if I'm in love, I'm here to stay. I experience love in a great form. For the last 5 years, I have been lonely, but at the same time being enjoying it and giving everything to work. And I think maybe people are driven the most when they are standing by themselves, when they don't have a backup, when they don't have anyone to return back to. I think that's where you put everything into a career. I love that you're doing Louis Vuitton. I'm not even invited anymore.
I'm not doing Louis Vuitton.
Why?
Because I didn't like my seat last time.
I think you're such a key person in my life because you created me in a very difficult moment.
Someone had destroyed all your images of 6 years, right? Your archives. And you are totally like somebody kicked you in the stomach. And I just looked at you and I said, you don't need anybody else. It's you. Let's, you start your own blog. And I just looked at you and I said, call it The Gentleman Blogger.
I still remember that moment.
I said, search the name. Right?
And we were searching it on the phone if the domain was available at that moment.
Jean Cocteau said, angels fly because they don't take themselves seriously. I think that's important. As far as having a blog, as far as being in fashion, one has to take it lightly. Don't, if you don't get a seat for Valentino in the front row, who cares? Watch it online. Did you get a seat for Valentino?
I got a seat for Valentino, but we didn't manage to get there on time. I'll come and greet you here. Thank you for being in bed with me.
Yeah, I'm not that often in bed with I'm not that often in bed with anyone.
Georgia loves the scandals.
No scandal, no potted plant.
I could live without all of this lifestyle. What I couldn't live with is my traveling to other places. All the other parts of it can be taken away. Will I give that for love? Sadly, no. No. It's a big part of me. We're here in Paris last day and we're visiting a friend of mine, like he's a pianist, and I'm here to relax and have my own private concert here in Paris. Love hurts. Love hurts. I got hurt. I'm not hurt anymore. But maybe I'm still looking for the same intensity as before. And getting older and getting exposed to all of this world at the same time, maybe I filter it more and being faced with reality, and I think less and less people feel or expose their feelings or are willing to open up and share their feelings. You know? Yeah, people will come easily and talk to you about work, and very, very rare occasions people will come and give you a compliment. You know, this is the world that we live in. It's not something that I can do something about.
I play with glasses usually. No, I don't see anything.
No, I wouldn't stay in one place. But I'm saying that now that I'm 30. So maybe 10 years after, when I'm 40, I would say like, okay, let's switch everything off and enjoy love. I think love should be part of the journey. Okay, concentrate. Okay, ready? Okay, one second.
What do I know about me, baby?
What I need to know about me, not about you. I don't think we discuss business future ever in Mykonos.
Yeah, we do.
Really? What do you guys do in Mykonos? Are there any dirty stories you want to share?
Veluti I'm not doing. Ceruti I'm doing.
Ah, you're doing Ceruti, okay.
Ceruti, then in the morning Margella.
Oh, hello, you're having Margella, please.
Yeah,
yeah, Margella.
solo cose positive.
Sì.
Solo cose positive.